games. I'm not sure anybody deserved to win or anybody deserved to lose. Both teams had some chances. You know, I thought we made some mistakes, and I guess they made some mistakes. What I liked about us is I got Brandon Dawson's motor going a little bit, and Keith Appling, we put the ball in his hands late in the game, and he made some things happen. Gary Harris made a couple of big plays. Boy, we had a lot of guys between missing free throws and just poor defense. That we didn't do a very good job either. I would give us credit after that first 10 minutes. You know, our defense was better and they didn't score as much, but turning the ball over only 12 times after we had 7 at halftime, I think was a big key. And yet, the free throws we missed were a shame. But give them credit; they play hard. Franny's done a great job with those young kids, and I feel very fortunate to get out with a win.
So you got a break with Marble not playing. How do you think that affected the game?
Well, you know, I mean, we had Harris out in the first half. He's got shoulder popped out again. So I mean, injuries are injuries. I mean, Marble's a very good player. I love him. Although May came in and did some things the first half, got some big rebounds. But there's no question. I mean, Marble's a great player, so that was a benefit for us. And we were in trouble the first half because Harris had to come out with about 6 minutes left, and we were foul trouble, and we had some things, and that kid just sucked it up the second half because that shoulder wasn't good.
Which one was that time that he hit this time?
Yeah, take a pick, flip a coin.
Do you think that play there where White fouled Gary and he knocked down all 3 free throws when you're down at the time, that was a pivotal play maybe to get you back?
Yeah, I thought it was a pivotal play, but we had some chances earlier, and we were up, and we made some crazy fouls, and they had some three-point plays, and missed cut out of the free throw line, which is almost sacrilegious, and you know, those kind of things win and lose ball games for you. But I think you got to give Harris a lot of credit to stand up there and miss. And Franny called a good timeout. He came back and made another one, and that's hurting while he's doing it. And I just can't express how proud I was of those 3 guys: Dawson, Appling, and of course Harris.
Can you talk about Keith a little bit? He had a really rough night in terms of shooting most of the night, but then hits the floater and then the 4 free throws. Really gutsy down at the end.
He did. I thought he was out of sync the first half. I thought our whole team was. I was so happy we were only 4 down at halftime. I mean, we looked bad. And but I think the mark of a team that's growing is find out a way to win on the road. Find a way to. And this is a good team. I mean, I talked to some guys around the league that have played them already, and you know, they are a good team. I mean, and they get it up and down the floor. And we didn't do a very good job. You know, we're short of guard, and that's kind of hurt us there, especially when Harris went down, and they really capitalized on that for a while.
What about Dawson? Did Dawson have that energy extended tonight more than he has this year in a lot of games?
I think it was his second best, or maybe his best game. You know, early he had some, and you know, I think Russell Bird said it best as we walked in the locker room. He said, "Coach, you can't be on BJ about no motor tonight." And he had some big blocks, he had some big plays, and he was tired. You know, so that's enjoyable. I like to see him panting because that means that he's pushing himself a little bit. And I thought he definitely made some big time plays, and drives, and passes. He hit Gary for a big 3 on a driving kick, and starting to get more and more comfortable.
There was a 10-0 run there at the end of the first half. Can you talk about that really got you back?
Yeah, that's what I said. We were kind of out of it that first half, and I don't even remember who scored. I think Harris hit 1-3, and you know, poor Trice. That might have been his worst game as a Spartan. You know, the poor kid just couldn't hit a shot, and he just didn't look very comfortable out there. And so that was tough. And you know, and Valentine struggled a little bit. So it was, I think, BJ and Harris that made some plays there.
Was there any question that you were going to go to Appling there after Harris had just made those 3, that you wanted Keith still to be at the line when it was?
I did. And you know, there was a question in my mind, I guess, for a minute. I just think Keith's now to the point where I said, Keith, I'm going to do like Kansas. I'm putting it in your hands. You got to make some decisions, getting you open. You know, we needed Harris to throw it in. We were just shaky tonight in some areas. And like I said, there's a lot of things that we need to get better at. But that was a big win for us on the road, especially the way we played, if you can play. Go ahead.
When Gary first got hurt, were you unsure about him going back in, or was it a thing where he said he wanted to go in? Or?
Yeah, he said he wanted to go in as he held his left arm down around his ankles. And, you know, so that kid's got a big heart.
What are the ramifications long-term with him?
What did junior players know about Zach McCabe coming in the game?
Well, we knew McCabe could shoot it, and you know, and we didn't do a very good job. Our big struggled. Give Frank credit. He put some lineups in there a couple times where he had, you know, a lot of guys that could shoot the ball. When he put McCabe at the 5 and White at the 4, and he had a lot of guys out there that could make shots. Mostly they're bigs, to be honest with you, and that was a problem for us, and we didn't adjust to it very good. And we switched a little bit at the end. BJ switched out great on that last play, and that might have won us the game.
Got time for one more? Nothing?